Now let's look at how strings work in Python. We start by creating a variable called name and storing the text Alice inside it. Then we make another variable called greeting by joining the words hello with the value of name using the plus sign. This is called concatenation, combining two strings together. When we print greeting, the output is hello Alice. Next, Python gives us a more elegant way to insert variables into text using f-strings. Here, we set age chuck 20 and then print f. Name is age years old. The f before the string tells Python to evaluate the variables inside curly braces. The result is Alice is 20 years old. This method is cleaner and easier to read than concatenation. Finally, let's explore indexing and slicing. We create a string s_python. Using indexing, srow gives us the very first character, which is p. Using slicing, s3 extracts the last three characters of the string, hon. Indexing lets us pick out single characters, while slicing lets us grab a range of them. So in this short example, we've learned three essential string techniques: concatenation, f-strings, and indexing with slicing, powerful tools for working with text in Python. Next, we are exploring the basics of Python's print function and how it can be customized. We begin with the line print, multiple, arguments, 123, true. Here, the print function is given four separate values, two strings, a number, and a Boolean. Python automatically converts everything into text and then displays them on the screen. By default, each argument is separated by a space, so the output appears as multiple arguments. 1 to 23 true. This shows how print can handle different data types in a single call. Next, we look at the line print, line 1 then and line 2. Inside the string, there is a special character sequence called hn, which means new line. When Python sees this, it moves the cursor to the next line, so the text is printed on two separate lines. As a result, the output shows line 1 on the first line and line 2 on the second line, even though we only wrote one print statement. Finally, we have a slightly more advanced example, print a, b, c, sep, end, n, n. In this case, the sep parameter is used to change how the arguments are separated. Instead of spaces, we specify a dash, so the letters A, B, and C are displayed as A, B, C. The end parameter changes what happens at the end of the print statement. Normally, Python ends with a new line, but here we tell it to add a new line, then 3 dashes, and then another new line. The comment, hash lists. Ordered, mutable reminds us that Python lists keep items in a fixed order and can be changed after creation. We then create a list named fruits with 3 strings, apple, banana, and cherry. So fruits, apple, banana, cherry. Next, fruits append, mango, adds a new item to the end of the list, making it apple, banana, cherry, mango. The line print, fruits, displays the whole list so we can see its current contents. After that, print, first, fruits 0, last, fruits -1, shows how indexing works. Fruits 0 accesses the first element, apple, and fruits -1 accesses the last element, mango, using a negative index. Then we demonstrate mutability with fruits 1. Blueberry, which replaces the second item, banana, with blueberry, so the list becomes apple, blueberry, cherry, mango. We confirm the change with print, updated, fruits, which prints the modified list. Finally, the slice example print, slice 1 is to 3, fruits is to 3, extracts a sublist starting at index 1 and stopping before index 3, returning blueberry, cherry, that is, the second and third items. illustrating that slicing is start inclusive and stop exclusive. Great work so far. In this lesson, you've learned the foundation of working with three essential Python data types: numbers, strings, and lists. With numbers, you discovered how Python handles integers, floats, and arithmetic operations. Everything from addition and multiplication to floor division, modulo, and exponentiation. These are the building blocks of all calculations in programming. With strings, you learned how to represent text, join them together with concatenation, format them cleanly using f-strings, and break them apart with indexing and slicing. This gives you the power to handle text data in flexible and professional ways. And with lists, you saw how Python stores collections of items in an ordered and mutable structure. You can add new items, update existing ones, and slice out parts of a list. Lists are one of the most powerful and frequently used tools in Python for organizing data. Now that you have a strong foundation with these basics, in our next lesson, we'll explore more exciting data types. We'll dive into dictionaries, which store data in key-value pairs and let you retrieve information quickly, and we'll also cover Booleans, tuples, and sets, each with their own unique purpose and advantages. So stay tuned, because we're about to unlock even more of Python's versatility in the next video.